Hi everyone. Today we are introducing our product SoundV, which is a voice recognition conversation AI program for mental health. We are targeting customers with anxiety disorders, anxious feelings, and related symptoms. Before we jump in, let me briefly introduce our company, Candid. Our vision is to end mental illness. Our mission in a preventive way is to help children grow mentally strong and healthy. We also aim to develop programs to heal and recover from emotional wounds as a treatment approach. We focus on the environmental factors contributing to mental illness, such as abuse, neglect, exposure to violence, poverty, disability, discrimination, war, and trauma. These can lead to emotional issues such as hurt, rejection, anxiety, fear, low self-esteem, aggression, and suicidal ideation. To address these problems, our company's core strategy is to use the power of words. We are here to help them cultivate a habit of using positive words and language. And within 5 years, our goal is to demonstrate the effectiveness of programs and help them registered as a state mandate program and making them a required curriculum in K-12 schools, colleges, and prisons. Today's presentation will follow the Blue Ocean strategy with brainstorming, strategy canvas, and action plan. Let me start with brainstorming. During the brainstorming, we wanted to explore two major questions. Number one, is a mental illness treatable? And the next question is it preventable? We started asking why there hasn't been any innovative treatment for mental illness, unlike many innovations we see with diseases like cancer. We came up with 60 ideas related to treating and preventing mental illness. And these ideas were categorized into 6 main themes. Number one, efficacy. Questions about the efficacy and effectiveness of current treatments. And number 2 is accessibility. Are these treatment options accessible to everyone? And theme number 3 is support. What role do support systems such as family, friends, schools, and churches play in detecting and supporting mental health crisis? And next is the causes, root causes. What are the causes of mental health issues? And next one is retention. So considering that the mental illness has a high relapse rate, how can we help them obtain and sustain care and services? And the last theme is interaction. So who is the most effective communication partners during treatment? Strategy canvas. Currently, there are 7 common options when we deal with mental health issues. Number 1, medication. Medication has an immediate effect, which is great advantage, but it addresses symptoms, not the root causes. And also it has critical issues, for example, tolerance, side effects, and dependency. Option number 2 is cognitive behavior therapy. CBT tackles down the root causes of mental suffering, but it is time-consuming and it has challenges in building trust between therapists and patients. Next one is a lifestyle changes through exercise and stress management, which is a holistic approach. However, it is not standalone, but it needs other services along with. Next option is support groups, and support groups offer psychological and emotional support from and among people with mental illness. It is low cost, but its effectiveness is uncertain. Other alternative methods, such as stress management through yoga, meditation, relaxations, are often used, but again, their effectiveness is not clear. And option number 6 is a hospitalization. And hospitalization is the last resort in many cases because it is difficult without patient consent. It is also expensive and it disrupts patients' social life and often leading to stigma as well. And the last option is electroconvulsive therapy. This therapy is available, but its a side effects has been reported, and patients has great fear, and this therapy is applicable. It is not applicable to all cases. Other than these 7 options, in many cases, we choose the 8th option, which is take no action. So according to research, more than half of those suffering from mental illness do not receive any help at all. Among these treatment options, CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, is the most fundamental and commonly used treatment. Extensive research has supported the effectiveness of CBT, and CBT has a structured nature so that once the CBTs are learned and practiced, even non-professionals can apply it and individuals can act as their own therapist. CBT focuses on the fact that thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are interconnected. By helping individuals change negative thoughts to more objective thoughts, CBT can help correct the negative emotions and behaviors that stem from those negative thoughts. For example, encountering turbulence during a flight can lead to sweaty palms and anxiety. The thought the plane will crash because it is shaking is a link to anxiety, which can escalate into panic. In this case, a therapist may ask a series of questions to tackle down illogical thought patterns of the clients. For example, has a plane shaken before? How did you feel then? And what happened in the end? Or is turbulence likely to lead to a crash? And is it 100% sure? Is it always happen? Are there any safety measures and backup systems in the airplane? And who has the most experience with turbulence in the airplane? Are they flight attendants? And how come do they look calm? So the therapist wrote in CBTs to ask these questions and help the client to find reasons and evidence on their own that their fears are unlikely to happen. Therefore, this process can be effectively replaced by AI. Even AI can overcome human therapist limitations such as time, space, biases, and misjudgment. Let's briefly look at the top 3 leading mental health apps. And number 1 is Calm. Calm is a meditation and mindfulness app. It has 4.5 million users and $300 million in revenue last year. The company value is about $2 billion. And the second one is BetterHelp. BetterHelp connects users with a licensed therapist online. And Headspace is another meditation and mindfulness training program. When you look at this graph, the mental health app market has grown from $0.2 billion in 2014 to $7.1 billion in 2023. Also, it is projected to be over $15 billion by 2029. Let's look at the position of product in the market. Our product is unique, unlike apps like BetterHelp that require face-to-face communication with a therapist. SoundV eliminates the time and effort to search and find a counselor. We also remove the hassle of completing lessons and homeworks like with Calm and Headspace. Our focus is on changing emotions and behaviors through cognitive restructuring. SoundV tracks emotional states and auto starts via tools like wearables, so users don't need to manually open the app. I think the key difference is that our AI product uses CBT techniques, helping users replace the negative thoughts with positive ones and practice self-talk in real time. By repeating their own words, users can influence their emotions and behaviors through neutral feedback. Looking at the strategy canvas in this slide, we find that BetterHelp offers a personalized service through online interaction, but it is expensive on average $70 per week, and it requires a lot of time and effort. There are privacy concerns and related class actions as well. The high cost and dependence on therapists make it difficult to sustain. Calm is a relatively low cost, on average $7 per month, but it requires a lot of tasks like responding to surveys or writing journals. It offers services like meditation, music, and relaxation stories, which are not necessarily related to treatment. And the effectiveness is unclear. It also lacks personalized services and conversational interaction. Sound D eliminates unnecessary services, but it focuses on CBT, even if it is not as powerful as a professional human counselor. It still provides a communication-based service that helps users apply CBT in various situations on their own. So finally, we try to see if this can be a blue ocean idea. So we asked the four questions. Number one, does it add innovative value? So our product empowers users through self-talk without relying on a counselor. So we see it offer innovative value, especially in disadvantaged neighborhoods and communities with limited resources. Number two, does it offer exceptional utility? Does it have excellent usability? Once anxiety overwhelms an individual, even turning on an app and listening to music can be difficult. A product differentiates itself by using conversational AI that listens and responds. And also our emotion detecting and tracking function enables to initiate conversations and operate automatically without needing users to turn it on at a specific time. The next question is, does it focus on non-customers and expand the market? We believe that not only existing customers who need medication or therapy, but also those who want to train their cognitive skills preventatively can benefit, especially parents and teachers of anxious children. The last question is, does it shape trends over time? We aim to shift from traditional therapy models, heavily relying on medication and therapists, and eventually our product promotes a solo practice that empowers users to control their thoughts and emotions. So action plans. So let me start with the definition of focal problem. So 1 in 5 people in the United States lives with mental illness, and 17% of school-aged youth aged between 6 and 17 experience one or more mental disorders. And suicide is the second leading cause of death among people under age of 34. And anxiety disorder have the highest prevalence, followed by depression and PTSD. As I mentioned, 1 in 5 people experiences mental illness. However, only 46% of them receive mental health treatment or services. More than half take no action. The main reasons are stigma, lack of access, cost, lack of awareness by parents and individuals, no service providers available, and cultural and language barriers, and fear and distrust. Especially for teenagers, concerns about privacy and confidentiality are one of the critical barriers for them. We focus on at-risk children and youth, those aged between 6 and 17, especially in cases where parents are absent or have a low parental involvement, and families with limited access to mental health services, and immigrant and minority communities. Two personas we created are Lily and Max. Lily is an 11-year-old girl and a fifth grader, and she grew up in a single-parent family. Her parents divorced when she was young. She is introverted and struggles with social anxiety. She finds it difficult to initiate conversations with friends, and Lily is extremely sensitive to others' judgments and actions. As she advances in school, the academic pressure increases on her, but her introverted nature makes it difficult, makes it hard for her to ask for help. Max is a 9-year-old boy, third grader. He has experienced abuse and neglect at home from a young age, frequent verbal abuse within his family. His second grade teacher reported serious emotional and behavioral issues, and when things don't go his way, or when he faces challenges, Max tends to express himself in a aggressive way, and he has shown aggression toward others and has also attempted self-harm. From the review of these personas, we identified the 6 underserved for target group. Number 1 is a lack of access to professional help and services. Number 2, lack of early detection and intervention for mental health issues. And also there is an increase in need for awareness and education for both students and parents. And next one is a lack of support systems within schools, followed by lack of programs that reflect cultural differences, especially for minority immigrants and different language groups. And also there is need for crisis support, especially, for example, suicidal risks. To sum up, the most important need is someone who can listen to these children and engage with them and respond in a positive and meaningful way. Once again, our product uses voice recognition, conversation AI, and it leverages the power of words to help children change their thoughts and emotions through their own words. It is based on CBT principles and it focuses on training children to use self-talk effectively. So it builds a habit of transforming negative thoughts into positive ones through repetition. We utilize evidence-based curricula, so we do not create a new curriculum, and we do not connect the users with therapists, and we do not store or distribute extensive educational materials. Here is a benchmarking table. Looking at the current market leaders, traditional psychological counseling services still remain dominant, either in person or online. These provide personalized services, but they are often costly and time-consuming. These services are limited in underserved areas and disadvantaged populations. As I mentioned earlier, Calm offers meditation, mindfulness, and breathing exercises, relaxation music, and stories. It is easily accessible, but its therapeutic effectiveness is questionable. Next one is BetterHelp. BetterHelp connects users with licensed counselors. The effectiveness depends on the quality of the counselor and the relationship between the counselor and the user. Also, cost remains a major barrier. Next page. These are the programs utilizing AI. So EarKick offers real-time monitoring through AI, tracking emotional and stress changes. However, concerns about privacy and data leakage arise. And YSA uses an AI chatbot for conversational mental health support, monitoring emotions and stress. However, children and youth have a limited access to these services. U4 combines the YSA's AI chatbot with real human counselors. The chatbot monitors and diagnoses, and if necessary, connects the users with a professional counselor. And our product Sound B focuses specifically on anxiety relief, targeting children and teenagers and their parents. This AI enables a voice recognition CBT practice with features like sweat and heartbeat tracking, which activates the AI automatically to start a conversation. Our users can declare their own thoughts and feelings and transform these thoughts and feelings with CBT techniques. It allows users to employ either their own voice or the voice of someone they trust. When you look at the feature set, that is exciting and fun aspect. For example, conversation AI supports self-talk and sends reminders in the user's own voice. Regarding usability, there is a higher potential for repeated practice through spoken dialogue rather than writing. Reliability-wise, it incorporates CBT techniques with private data protection. About functionality, it automatically activates based on mood, sweat, and heartbeat tracking. This is brief landing page. And this is a free trial sign-up page. Created a simulation video showing what AI-powered CBT looks like. So it's a very short video clip, so let's watch this video together.
Hi, Lily. How are you doing today?
I'm scared. I can't sleep because I keep thinking someone might break into our house at night.
I understand. That sounds really scary. Can you tell me more about what you're thinking when you're trying to sleep?
I keep thinking that someone will come in and take our things or hurt us.
Those are really frightening thoughts. Let's work together to see if we can change those scary thoughts into safer ones. When you think about someone breaking in, what makes you feel most scared?
I just can't stop thinking about it. What if they really do come?
It's important to remember that there are many things in place to keep you safe. Let's start by thinking about what makes your house safe. Can you name a few things?
We have locks on our doors and windows.
Yes, that's great. Locks help keep people out. Now let's practice another safe thought. What do your parents do to make sure everything is secure before bed?
They check all the doors and windows.
Perfect. So, another good thought could be, my parents. Make sure everything is locked and safe. Let's say that together.
My parents. Make sure everything is locked and safe.
Excellent. The more we practice these thoughts, the stronger they become. If you start to feel scared again, what can you remind yourself?
I can remind myself that our house is protected by locks. And my parents make sure everything is locked and safe.
That's right. And if you still feel scared, what is something relaxing you can do to help calm down?
Maybe I can read a happy story or listen to calming music.
Those are wonderful ideas. You can also do some deep breathing like we practiced before. Would you like to try that now?
Lily, okay.
Let's take a deep breath in through our nose. 1, 2, 3, 4 and out through our mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. They practice deep breathing together. How do you feel now?
A bit better.
I'm so glad to hear that. Remember, it's okay to feel scared sometimes, but you have the power to change your thoughts and feel safer. You're doing a fantastic job. I'll see you next time, and we can talk more about how things are going.
So we will use regarding marketing and product test. We will use qualitative or quantitative methods to test the market viability through simulation and mockups. And in order to verify market potential, we will apply government grants and cloud funding such as the Kickstarter campaigns. And for product testing, we will create mock-up products and produce simulation videos demonstrating conversations with AI based on real scenarios. For product testing, we will create mock-up products and produce simulation videos demonstrating conversations with AI based on real case studies. Also, we will explore wearable devices for sweat and heartbeat tracking, as well as checking the irregular use of stress balls. We will continue to engage with real customers by meeting school and after-school program directors to introduce the product and assess their needs. We will produce a short-term content for social media like Instagram and YouTube to gauge reactions to the landing page and test actual user experiences with mock-up products. We also plan to conduct quantitative surveys to measure interest and demands and analyze the program's strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, and threats. We will interview parents who are concerned about their children's anxiety to test the program's potential effectiveness and gather feedback on its features and assess their willingness to pay. We will continue to iterate and reiterate and pivot to improve product market fit. We will store age-appropriate data and train AI, expand the features and adapt it into different language and cultural groups. Okay, this is what we have so far. Please feel free to share your thoughts and suggestions. I'll appreciate it. Thank you so much.